Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Have you been scammed, provided false advertisement, or not given the whole story? Well, today's video, I'm going to take a deep dive as part 2 of how to get directly to the point and act with integrity, authenticity, and help you deliver your message effectively, as well as understanding your audience. Let's get to it. I have been in the industries of interpersonal communications as well as effective and communications and listening. I also have dabbed into social work and psychology, and I've learned that over the years of evolution that individuals have a small window of attention span. Nowadays we're getting distractions by social media, our cell phones, our families, and we basically have the attention span of a fly. So to gather up that, to know that, and be in mind and understand your audience, I'm going to talk about a few key tips in how you can stay focused, be direct, honest, transparent, and get your message across. Step 1 is that we have to be mindful that everybody just doesn't read all the entailments of what it is. I mean, if you look at it, the reels and stories nowadays in social media, the clips have been condensed from 10 to 12 minutes, some 45 minutes if it's a live vlog, down to 30 to 15 seconds. And why is that? We just want that instant, immediate gratification and message immediately. But what comes with that is that it's instantly and immediately removed. The energy, the frequency is lost. So how do you keep an attention span of your audience? Here is some key tips. Number 1, address them. Tell them what you're going to talk about. In the beginning of this video, I had mentioned that I'm going to discuss key tips on how you can effectively communicate with your audience, as well as notice your audience, and have also experienced scams, fine print, and false limiting beliefs. Once you get your message out, you want to deliver it in a genuine way. Nobody wants to read a script anymore. If you look at my videos in the past, it's all from my heart. What you see is what you get. No excuses, just results. No filter. And that's what I want you to have to do. So when you have a message, when you're creating content, when you're presenting yourself in an interview, when you're speaking in front of a group of people, or meeting somebody for new, to the bullet points of the conversation. Address the topic that this is what I'm going to be talking about. This is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. Be direct with your message, because the more direct you're with the message, the less time or the game changer it has on the recipient to respond as opposed to react. So number 1 would be that of making sure you get to the point. Make sure it's clear, concise, and ask them if they understand it. Ask them if they can relate to the message. Does this sound like you? Once you get that connection and bridge that relationship, that, wait, you know what? This is something I do want to tune into. This is somebody I would like to connect with. This is somebody I would like to collaborate if it's a professional realm. Then you go further. Step 2 is share your gifts, skills, and talents, what you're bringing to the table. Let them know that you are competent. Let them know what you have in store for them, what you are providing for them as an individual. This entails confidence, reliability, responsibility, and really having self-awareness on knowing who you are. Because what you'll be doing is you will be presenting it in a way of, look, I don't need to go into everything which way but forward, but this is the concern or need that you're looking for. This is what I do. Then that takes you into the pathway and segue to this is what I do. However, these are the areas of improvement. This shows authenticity, transparency, and lets them know that you're, not an egotistical individual who's condescending and thinks they know everything. You're showing relatability. You're allowing them to say, I have skill sets that are very strong and confident and I'm diligent at, However, I am human, and these are the areas of improvement. Maybe you can provide some kind of support in that realm. This is building a relationship of allowing individuals to interconnect. Not one is better than the other, not judgment. You are saying, here we are, equal individuals. I am excited to learn what you have to say, provide, and what your areas of strength are, so I can respond in a manner, hey, these are my skill sets that are strength, and these are the areas of improvement. Again, this is building a relationship, complete understanding, complete effective listening and communicating. One of the key points that I am very particular, and I did a post on my social media platforms, be careful with the words you are using. That's another component in the formula. Make sure that you are presenting yourself in a relatable way. If you are talking at a corporate level and the individual is at a level where they are employees, they're new to the industry, this might go over their head and might not be relatable to them. So understand, go back to knowing your audience. Use the right and proper civil and respectful verbiage. Not only is that key, another component would be that of tonality. How do you use your tone of voice? I'll give you an example. Someone can say, how are you today? How are you today? How are you today? And if you play back and listen to the emphasis on which words that I'm expressing, how are you today? I'm genuinely concerned at how? What are you feeling? How are you today means I'm not dismissing, I'm not concerned about any other individuals that are in the community or around me at this time. I want to know how you are doing. And then, how are you doing? And then today, then you can put the emphasis on today. How are you today? In the moment, in the now, in the present. That also coincides with tonality and verbiage, understanding your audience. Remember, people don't want dictations or lectures. They get that in school. I'm sure they get it from their bosses of being micromanaged. Be relatable to your audience. Make sure you are aware, present, and authentic. So to recap, today, one of the key components in building a relationship, communicating with individuals, is number one, you want to make sure you understand your audience. You are going to address them and what you're going to bring to the table, what you're bringing to a presentation, what you're bringing to a community, what you're bringing to your family, your spouse, your group, even to the universe on this day. Number two, make sure that you also enhance and let individuals know your areas of improvement along with your skill set. Number three, make sure you are vulnerable, that you are willing to learn, you're attentive, you're intentional, and you're aware. Another component would be that of making sure of your tonality, your body language, how you are speaking with an individual. Meet them where they're at. And finally, continue this and do what I call reflective listening. This is what I said, and use a couple of terms to validate it. Does that make sense to you? This is a recap. Do you have any questions? Do you understand what I'm proposing or saying? This will give the opportunity for the listener, your audience, and the other individual in the communication to give a chance to say, yes, I understand. No, can you repeat that? Or no, can you give me some examples? This is not only, helpful in the professional realm, but when you communicate with individuals. Remember, people just want to be understood, respected, listened, and loved. And if you keep that in mind, be listened, respected, understood, and loved. And if you can keep that in your mind in every communication, connection on whatever level, you will go far. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Check out the link, Andrea Masons, for upcoming announcements. Within a few days, I have a big announcement. My book is coming out. I am looking excited. We have a few more slots for the back to school group, you know, of individuals that I'm working one-on-one on. If that's something you are interested, you know, let me know. I'll put the link in the description if you are interested in being a part of my live groups that are gifts to my audience. Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US. I also have that information in the description below. Like, share, subscribe, share this video out, share it on your media platforms. I just want to help people, and I'm grateful to be back. Thank you so much. My name is Andrea Mason, your first choice, your personal accountability coach, your global voice, alumna of Dr. Les Brown, reminding you, in this crazy game of life, you have the right, the choice at any stage and any age to choose to press play. Plan life according to you. I'll see you in the next video. Be well.